Give us a few minutes and we're going to tell you about Tullamore DEW Irish whiskey. Here at the Queen Anne Beerhall in Seattle, Washington. Again, thanks to the team here for having us in and letting us get in their way. And they're trying to open and they're trying to fix things. And the weather outside is frightful, but we have whiskey. We have whiskey, so it's all good. This is Jane Maher. She is the Western United States ambassador for Tullamore DEW. If you are looking for a little catch up, make sure to watch the Tullamore DEW original. There's a lot of great information there. But now it's time to taste the 15.
15-year-olds, yeah. Right. So they sometimes say older is better. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Well, maybe the whiskey is.
Yeah, this is a part of our core range. We've just tasted original 12, and then 15 is kind of the natural progression.
Yeah, I was looking at the bottle earlier, and I see this word at the bottom, Trilogy. We talked a lot about these 3-3-3 triple distillation and the triple blend. Right. I'm guessing that's a reference right there.
Absolutely, and this is really kind of celebrating that power of three message that we deliver on our liquid. So it's a triple blend, triple distilled, and a triple cask finish. Oh, wow. So we're using an exciting cask finish on this one.
Tell me about it, please.
Yeah. So essentially rum barrels, which we're seeing a lot of across the whiskey world. But on this one, it's really, really delightful because of the triple blend or the triple distilled nature of Tullamore DEW. We've got a beautiful smoothness to it, and it's almost like a dessert whiskey.
Love it.
Yeah.
So do we find bourbon, sherry, and rum, and those are our three casks?
Absolutely, yeah.
Good.
The rum barrel comes into play in terms of finishing. We're very much maturing in bourbon, finishing in sherry, and then a finish on rum as well. So you mentioned rum raisin on the 12 earlier on, and that's actually a term I would use to describe this one, but we'll wait and see what you think.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah,
all
cheers.
Right.
Beautiful on the nose, right?
Really nice on the nose, much softer. On the original and on the 12, I found a lot more ester on the nose, a lot more kind of alcohol vapor coming out of the glass.
Gotcha.
And this is just,
and it's like the rum barrel, it rounds that off.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can get your nose as deep into the glass as you like.
Absolutely.
And I mean, even to the point that you're going to get the tip of your nose wet.
Yeah, there's no harm in that,
and there's no heat.
Yeah.
But still 40% ABV, I see that.
Exactly, yeah. So we still got a nice proof on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you taste, you'll notice the sweetness, I feel, is brought forward a lot more than, say, it was on the 12, and that's coming from the grain whiskey element that's in there.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Well, you've given us some nice toasts on the last two. Do you have one for this as well?
I do. This is a lengthier one. It's one that never fails to impress people.
Sure.
So bear with me. Here's to stealing, here's to cheating, here's to fighting, and here's to drinking. If you steal, may you only ever steal a heart. If you fight, may you only ever fight for a brother or a sister. If you cheat, may you only ever cheat death. And if you drink, well, you and I know, may you only ever drink whiskey.
Drink with me.
Yeah. It's a wonderful one to drink.
I'm just going to put that in my pocket and walk away with that.
I do get that reaction a lot. It's absolutely gorgeous whiskey.
And you know, the original and the 12, there was a development of flavor, but it almost felt like I was trying to unpack the whiskey.
Gotcha.
This, I feel like it's taking me down a road.
Right.
And the flavor of the whiskey really does evolve. It is very dynamic.
Dynamic, right. And for me, it's this is the special one. They say, you know, you can't pick a favorite, and I'm always asked which is my favorite one.
How do you choose?
Well, it depends on the day of the week.
Right, yeah.
But no, my go-to is always the original. It always has been. But for me, this is a special occasion, even an after dinner whiskey, you know, it's that kind of by the fire. And I did mention dessert earlier on, a delicious whiskey to pair with a dessert if you're having a special occasion. This one's for me, yeah.
I could see this easily with a dessert, or even as a before the meal dram to have a toast with your friends.
Gotcha.
If you're looking for something special. Can you give us an idea on price here with the 15?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're talking about full range. The original will be, you know, kind of early $20, depending on where you are. 12 year, you're talking $40 to $55.
Yeah.
Usually the latter end of that.
Yeah.
And then Trilogy will be up around $80, $90. And depending what state you're in.
And when you talk about it, you don't talk about it as a 15, you talk about it as a Trilogy.
Yeah, we do. I suppose I affectionately refer to it as Trilogy.
It rolled right off the tongue so easily.
And certainly, it is a 15-year-old, of course, yeah.
Ambassador talks with me, Ari the Whisky Guy, and Jane Maher from Tullamore DEW, and the 15-year-old. If you have any questions about any of the others, of course, I'm guessing Tullamore DEW is on social media, and there's a website.
Yeah, you can follow me. TullamoreDew.com is where you'll get all the information on the range and lots of great cocktail ideas. You can follow me, TullamoreDew_J. What I'm up to as an ambassador. It's a lot of fun. And of course we're out there on the Google.
Brilliant. Keep looking at the rest of the range. And again, from the Queen Anne Beerhall here in Seattle, Washington, and Tullamore DEW, Ari the Whisky Guy with Jane Maher. Click that like button and pour another dram while you check out more Whisky Guy videos. And don't forget to subscribe to the Whisky Guy podcast. You can support the Whisky Guy by checking out my Patreon campaign and get the perfect gift for the whiskey lover in your life in the Whisky Guy store.